Welcome back to another episode of Talking Tarkov. I'm the EarLegAthlete here with.
Hey Dizzle.
Today, we've got a whole lot of new information to go over, but before we get started, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you never miss out on an episode. We also release Tarkov base game content on Thursdays and arena matches on Saturdays. All right, let's get right to it. So, first and foremost, as this is being uploaded, we have a technical update coming through at the same time. It says tomorrow, October 13th at 8 a.m. BST, 3 a.m. EDT, we plan to perform maintenance works on the Battlestate Games Account Center. The maintenance will take approximately 2 hours, but may be extended if required. During this time, the Battlestate Games Account Center will be unavailable. What's going on there, you think? Like, is it just Steam-related stuff, or?
Could be. It could be that. It could just be prep for 1.0. It could also be adding something new. Like, usually it indicates something new on the site itself, but being this close to to 1.0, it could just be getting things ready.
You think it's like, since we have on the 22nd, we have the new Battle Pass season starting, you think it's probably like a way to purchase the Battle Pass, maybe?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yep. That's what it is.
I'd kind of forgot about that until, like, we hadn't even, we talked about we usually go over these things before we start an episode, and we had talked a little bit on this, and
but yeah,
it just kind of clicked in my head, like, oh yeah, Battle Pass starts before 1.0. So it could definitely be like a way to purchase that, or a way to purchase something for it, or whatever it may be.
I bet it's a way to purchase the Battle Pass.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't think that would take 2 hours. I bet it's a multitude of things, right? It's probably, like you said,
well, it depends.
1.0 prep, Steam prep.
It depends if they not only let you purchase the Battle Pass, but they let you purchase advanced, like, skips where you can skip through the Battle Pass to a certain thing without having to play. Because I guarantee you that if they do it, they're going to do it like that. They're going to make it where you can buy the Battle Pass, you can buy the premium Battle Pass, or you can buy the all-out Battle Pass. So there's probably going to be quite a bit of work they have to do to implement everything, all the different tiers.
Right.
They might even.
Do you think that's how they'll go about it?
Yeah.
Knowing that they said, EOD, which I guess as long as they give us the Battle Pass,
well,
they could still argue, like, oh, we told you we'd give it to you for free. You'd get all the things for free or whatever, but
there's still advanced versions to pay for.
That's also true. It was specifically for Escape from Tarkov. So yeah.
So I honestly think that everybody's going to have to pay for it.
And I mean, I don't know how everybody else feels. Honestly, I don't even know how you feel, because, like I said, we hadn't got to talk about this yet. I'll be buying the advanced edition. I get the shit done, like, quickly. So it's like no reason not to get the best rewards I can possibly get, but I would still imagine, like, even the base rewards are going to be pretty good. I don't think you're going to get, like, screwed out of anything.
Well, no, I think all it's going to do is give you skips. I think all it's going to do is let you get the stuff early. I don't think you're going to be able to, like, purchase a different set of rewards. I think it's just going to
say, like,
give
games
you
like Diablo, Overwatch, stuff like that. You could buy the base version of the Battle Pass, which gives you all the same rewards that I'm going to unlock, minus, those, like, extra rare items, like, maybe a specific weapon camo that you can only get for buying the advanced version.
Call of
Duty
like does Black Cell.
That's right.
You get the regular, and then
pretty much every game does it that way now. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see it, but I also know that BSG doesn't typically go that route.
Well, and I usually only see that version in free-to-play games. And where Arena is not free-to-play, I don't think they'll go that hard. I think they'll just sell skips. I think they'll sell, normal version, and then they'll have, like, the premium version, which will give you, like, 20 tier skips, and then they'll probably sell a complete version where you can just buy every level. That, obviously it could be totally different, but I think that's what it's going to be.
No, I could see that. That would make the most sense, too.
Yeah.
And that is not something I would buy, because I enjoy leveling up Battle Pass, and it gives me like a reason to grind things. You know what I mean? Outside of, like, the new weapon tasks, which I've got the Vector done. I just got to get 2 aces in team fight, and it's driving me nuts.
But then again,
I've dropped 4 so many times. Anyways,
they could surprise us, and they could just give out everything for free to like Unheard Edition and things like that. Like, you just never know, really.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I mean, you would think with the increased revenue from PvE players now, since you have PvP and PvE, and Ref is becoming such a major part of base game, you would think that the revenue from that would hold over a good bit and let them give the Unheard and Edge of Darkness players the battle
Well,
pass for free. But then you would have that whole like war in the fucking community of like, oh well, we earned it. Well,
we
um,
also, us unheard players, we have a specific version of Arena that nobody else has access to now, and that's the Rizzy edition, which you can't even get anymore.
can't get it anymore.
And
But yeah, we
yeah,
do have it.
so it's like maybe Rizzy edition owners will get, a free battle
Something extra.
pass or
Yeah.
yeah. I could see him doing something like that, but who knows? I
So
won't be
if
mad if they don't. You know what I mean? Like,
so, here's what I guess you could reset everything on Arena without resetting Battle Pass progress. But here's my next thought. Um, Tarkov 1.0 is November 15th. Battle Pass comes out October 22nd. Obviously, it's not going to be that short of a Battle Pass, right?
right.
So would they make all the changes with 1.0 and leave Arena as is and not keep them on an update cycle together, or at least not bring them current with each other? Since there is going to be, skill leveling and all these other things that Ref is capable of doing for us. Like,
I
does that
think
make sense?
they'll wipe the players, but you'll keep your battle
All your
pass
arena or your
progress.
battle pass progress will stay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I think you'll keep the battle pass progress. Everything else will just get reset.
hopefully. I don't see
Yeah,
why they would do it any other
almost
way than
has
that.
to. Yeah, they
Yeah.
almost have to do it that way.
Um. But yeah, I am looking forward to it. I'm excited to see like what the official first battle pass looks like.
Yeah,
Uh,
and what we have seen, the teases have all looked really cool.
they have,
But
which we'll get into in just a minute. But yeah, so technical update for the games account center. Probably a multitude of things. Could just be arena stuff. Who knows?
my
That
thing about it is, when's this stuff coming to base game? Because I like Arena, but you know what I mean? I'm Tarkov. I want Tarkov to have this stuff, and it's like I almost figured it
which
would be there
stuff?
by now. The battle pass stuff.
We have access to everything from the battle pass except for weapon paints.
Yeah, I just mean like everything when they're making it 1-to-1.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Which we thought was going to be with 1.0, right? But
Yeah. But Nikita said
that doesn't
no.
seem to be the case. Yeah, Nikita's
Yeah.
shot that down. I don't know what kind of influence or what kind of difficulty the camos and paints have on, adding
It
them into the game in any
it
way.
must be difficult
It might
because
be a UI situation where it's like, how do we balance all these paints, all this stuff, and like,
yeah,
I
there's
don't know.
definitely something there. But I feel like they would sell so much more battle
Oh
passes and
yeah,
stuff if they could just
if
get that 1-to-1.
right. And I understand, like, to a point, not wanting to, like, break immersion and have these colorful guns, but you are and I can be selective in what you put out for weapon skins. You don't have to take the goofy Call of Duty approach. And on that note, the collars and things that we have in real life versus like the amount of guns I've seen painted in bright collars,
Exactly.
goofy stuff. Like I've seen
Well,
Lego guns, I've seen DeWalt guns, like I've seen all kinds
eh,
of goofy shit. So it's not like, oh, I have this blue AR. Like that's not out of the world of possibility. You know what I mean?
it's like Call of Duty lost their way with completely changing the way the gun looked. Like
Yeah,
they would do a
adding a bunch of
complete
stuff on it.
overhaul. Yeah,
Yeah,
they would do a
giving it
complete
animations
overhaul
and shit.
where
Right.
yeah, it just you wouldn't even recognize what gun you had. Like it lost all its original like look. And as long as Tarkov doesn't do that, which I know they won't, I think going a little exotic is fine, because people do
Yeah,
that in real life. Like, don't make it
for
where
sure.
it's animated and I mean, like you got 15 like lights flashing on your gun, and like
Well, we don't
that's
even to that extent, like, don't even let us just keep it with, like, the basic camos and paints and stuff. Don't give us, the absurd side of it, right? Like, don't
exactly
give us,
yeah,
like, the weed leaves and fucking anime girls and, like, all this random shit, even though those things are, seen still.
yeah,
Like, if you wanna keep it somewhat grounded and still let us have the flavor, because all the Tarkov players do want the ability to customize how we look and appear in Raid, um
right.
just keep it simple. You can have some pretty cool patterns without breaking immersion and making it, like, over the top.
Well, then I also wonder if maybe it's a business decision. Maybe they don't want to bring that stuff to base game because then they will be forced to give it to the people who have the unheard, because then it
That's
does
true,
become DLC.
and it
So
does, yeah.
maybe that's the thing where they want to try to make some money off Arena first before they do something like
Give
that.
it some
I don't know.
time, yeah.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I wish that we could have somebody, Nikita, come on and have a conversation with us about these things. We just wanna talk about paint and camo, dude, and ghillie
Yeah, that's
suits.
it.
We have real questions, not none of this nonsensical interviews you've been doing. We got real questions. Can I have a ghillie suit? That's it. All I care about. But yeah, so technical update done. We just talked about arena instead. Uh, awesome. The next thing on the list, though, there's not a lot to say. Like, oh, there's maintenance. Cool. Nikita
Well, I mean,
says that
and it seems like that's what the maintenance is probably for. So especially after you lined up,
right.
the battle
Yeah, the
pass
October
coming.
22nd. Yeah, it comes out 2-3 weeks before. The next thing going on though is we Nikita posted that we plan to have softcore changes in PvE as well soon. How soon? Probably within a week, I would imagine. If they go much longer, we're running out of time. Um, does PvE get pre-wipe events? Since there's no wipe, they don't, correct? They
No,
might get
no,
one or
no.
two of them, like the beer barters or something, but
I don't
no,
think that
we didn't even
PVE's
get
ever got
that. Yeah,
anything. Yeah, I don't think
no,
PVE's ever gotten anything. Like we've gotten events such as
right.
special events like the uh I can't remember what ones we did, but I know we did a couple events on PVE.
We did Korvad.
Um,
We did.
Korvad,
There
we
was a few
did
things. I
the
know the new 1.0 release date event was on there.
yeah,
Um,
and we did the one that had the
Labyrinth when it was an event. Santa
yeah,
Claus
yeah,
shows
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah,
Um, we did the cultist.
yeah,
We did the other cultist event with the bosses, the cultist bosses, the
yeah.
priest.
We we
But
did
yeah, they.
the bombs, or not the bombs, but
Oh yeah, the mortars.
the mortars.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was quite a few that we actually did. But yeah, as far as
yeah.
wipe related, I don't think they've ever gotten anything like that.
No, I don't think
Um,
so.
well, and just on that, the fact that Nikita has said we plan to have softcore changes to PVE, it is kind of surprised me because he originally had said no. Like he originally
Yeah, you shot
said,
it down.
just like when hardcore came, he's like PVE will not be getting hardcore changes, and then he said earlier, I think like a week ago, he said PVE will not be getting softcore changes. So the fact that he's changed that now makes me wonder.
Well, I can kind of understand backtracking a little bit, like especially if you're
No,
just like,
I
no, they
can
don't get
too.
it, and then it's like, well, we're wiping their accounts in 4 weeks anyways. It doesn't really hurt anything. It's gonna fuck up the economy, but the economy on PVE's been messed up, right? Everything's been
Well,
like just crazy pricing and it's all over the
that's what I
place.
was
So
gonna
what's it hurt
say.
to let them get
Is
cases out of locker rooms and
I
stuff?
I think the reason he's okay with it now is because PVE, if you're wanting 1.0 stuff, you're gonna have to wipe. So
Right.
it's like now here
You
is the
can't go
one
into it
chance
already
where
loaded.
yeah,
Yeah.
where PVE will have a wipe. So it kind of that probably why he changed his mind on it because he probably thought, I didn't want to ever mess things up because they don't wipe, but now there is a wipe, so let them have
What's
some
it
crazy
hurt?
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I wonder if the people that don't wipe are going to be able to sell on the market to the people that do wipe, and will it kind of cost? I guess it's PVE, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, no,
Um,
he already said that when they
there
were
won't be
talking about
interaction.
that, yeah, basically you will not be able to like
Oh yeah,
interact
because you
with
can't group up. Yeah, you can't do anything
yeah,
with the.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If you don't wipe
Basically,
and
if
your
you
friends
don't
do, you
wipe,
can't play with each other anymore.
yeah, you're stuck like by yourself, like
Yeah. I mean, which
no
makes sense
interaction
because
with the
they
flea
are on a
market.
completely different version of the game, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Makes
that
sense.
adds up. Um, yeah, I don't know. There are a lot of really cool things with the softcore changes. I mean, the barters are insane. I've been running the AK-50 nonstop. It's just fun. T7s and shit. You can do so much nonsense now. There's this image that we went over last week, and we kind of just chalked it up as like a joke. But you had said you had watched a guy's video, and he kind of broke down everything on this cat. And we're gonna take another quick look at him and just go over some of the stuff that was caught and
Yeah, because we
that's that real
noticed
quick.
like a few things that like the shirt and the gloves, and like we noticed that stuff was new, but turns out everything is new.
Yep. Also, he's wearing two armbands. I don't know if that's relevant. It would be nice to have your teammates be able to everybody be able to wear two armbands because then
Well,
it would make your
yeah,
armband more relevant because it's like, oh, well,
and
if your armband's on your right arm and you're facing the other way, I can't see it.
and
And
it's
it's
like
like,
arena, they do that because that's the it makes the most sense. So why
right.
not do it
It stands
in
out.
regular? Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll start at the top and work our way down. The helmet is new, it looks like. The face mask is new, and the mandible, if there is a mandible on, I can't tell.
Yeah, I don't know what that is exactly,
But there's
but it
definitely
looks.
a face mask underneath that is new.
Yeah,
Um, and then you
and
said the
he
rig
pointed
was
out that.
also new, right?
Well, he also pointed out that the headset was new. He said that because the way he was zoomed in on it, he said we don't have a headset currently that has that same microphone, like the way the microphone is shaped and the way
Fair,
it's
yeah.
designed.
And I don't think we
So,
have one
and he
that
was
is that color
well, he
either.
was also pointing out that basically he has a face shield on too. There's a glass face shield, either a glass
Oh,
face
there
shield
is.
or glasses that are just like real thick glass, one of the two. But I think it looks like a face shield.
I think it's a face shield. Yeah, it's too
Yeah.
far out.
But yeah, then the rig is an actual armored rig with, it's actually got uh it's got a different design than anything else that we have like right now.
Yeah,
Some of the lines don't line up with anything we have right now, and
and sure, a lot of this is distorted, but
yeah,
scaling it down, you can still see it. And it like this has a groin protection.
yeah,
It looks like it has side coverage. Yeah, I
yeah. It
don't.
looks
This
like
rig is not in game for sure.
behind it, yeah. Also behind it, it has like lower back
Lower
protection,
back or
and
buttocks even.
yeah,
He does have a pistol on his hip, and then even lower, he has an AR. I think the general consensus with that is there's probably not a leg holster involved here.
yeah,
This is probably just where it's distorted. Shit's not sitting correctly.
yeah,
Um, but the pants are new also, right?
yeah, yeah. Pants are
The
also
pants
new.
and the boots, which I guess comes with the pants. So, but yeah, so we
Well,
just kind of like chalked this up. We were like, oh yeah, this is new shirt or like maybe some new clothing we can buy or something. But we didn't realize like
yeah,
everything on this cat was new.
and I mean, technically, where the picture is distorted, it could just be the way it looks. So maybe like something isn't new. Like maybe those pants are available because I know there are similar pants. The
Right.
USEC winter pants look very similar to that, but
True.
I still believe it's different. The pocket patterns look different. Like it
Yeah.
just it the boots look different than what they have. So it's like we know the
I wouldn't be
gloves and the
surprised.
shirt.
And he's
So
on
I
an
wouldn't be
arena map
surprised.
too. So it's like,
Yeah,
are these all new Battle Pass rewards outside of like the helmet and stuff? That's just
that's true
1.0, the
too.
rigs
That's
1.0,
true
but like,
too.
is this just Battle
That could
Pass
be
rewards?
that could be well that could be why the designs on some of the armor and stuff looks different. Is it could be just a different version. Um, but also it's like I feel like with Halloween coming up, this is probably like seasonal themed because the first
Oh
event we
yeah,
get is probably going to be, well, no,
Halloween
actually, the first
event.
event will probably be Christmas.
Well, if they usually do a Halloween event.
They do, but we'll be in like softcore. I don't like maybe
Yeah,
they'll do
but
a
we're still
softcore
gonna
event.
get. I think with the Halloween event, we'll start the pre-wipe events because we have 2
Maybe,
weeks from around Halloween.
yeah,
And the arena battle pass comes out the 22nd, so like, maybe we'll see
but yeah, but there's definitely more to that picture than we originally thought.
for sure. Yeah. Um, Next up, we got the newest Nikileak, and this has a lot to unpack in it. Starting with the very first snippet, right? New map. No, I'm joking. New gun. This is
Yeah,
a XM 1 or 7
177,
was, yeah,
177.
XM
Uh,
177.
yeah, also known as the CAR 15, the CAR 15, which is shortened for Colt AR 15. If you see it in the US, you just know it as the Colt AR 15. Other places, it was labeled the uh, XM
XM
177.
177.
Um, but yeah, it's just a very short, small AR 15.
It does have a fixed carry handle, and it is running little stubby 20 round mags.
Yep. Was originally meant to be a smaller uh, M16, and then production just got different on other parts, so they ended up making it a whole new gun. And this was in the mid 60s to early 70s when this gun was produced. So I imagine this is going to be something on the cheaper side, something less modifiable, probably maybe even a
Potentially
scav
even a
gun.
starter weapon or scout.
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
because scavs don't have. There's not very many scavs that have 5.56 weapons. Like every now
Right.
and
You get an
then they've
8R every
done
now and then.
well, and they've done events where scavs had M4s and things, but it's like very rarely do we see that. So I think this is just going to be an early game uh, weapon that rivals uh,
The base AK and stuff like that. Yeah.
well the other 5.56 8R.
8R.
It's going to
Yeah.
be the other option to the 8R. But it's a cool gun. I read a lot about it, like just looking into it, and there's a lot of cool stories behind it. It's actually one of the most popular rifles in the world as far as like sales. It's been that popular. Like, obviously, newer versions are they look different, but it's all the same build.
Still the same base gun. Yeah.
Yeah, Colt's been making that pretty much same build for so long, and it's
It's
evolved
like
in
the
so many cool weapons.
60s.
Yeah, but
Yeah, without this platform, they wouldn't have come up with anything past that. That's crazy to
yeah,
me.
yeah,
And
because it
it's
went
come so far. Think about how
it,
your modern ARs look now. Like,
right. And then on their production, it went M16 into the M4. It's like it's right there in the family of the most popular rifle in the world, the M4.
right, which is awesome.
Yeah, and it's cool just to have another version of it. Like
Right, yeah.
I
It's
feel
not going to be
like
nearly as moddable. You're not going to be able to really
yeah,
do much to it. You'll have potentially, if they even go this far, because those carry handles do have a rail mount.
yeah, I
You can
think that we'll
potentially
be
put
able to use it.
a short rail and optic on it. Maybe
Well,
add. It
and
looks
here's the
like
other
there's a
thing:
potential rail lock,
we
maybe for the handguard.
we already have the rail mountain game that you can put on the
That's true. We do.
base
Yeah, on
M4. Yeah,
the base M4. Yeah.
base M4 or the 8R. Yeah, that's already in game, and certain scopes that automatically attach to that rail.
Right.
ACOGs,
Yeah.
and there's just there's a good
You'll
chance
be able to suppress it. You'll be able to change the butt guard or
we'll
the butt
probably be able to
stock.
completely remove the upper too, and just put
That's
an
true.
M4
If we could
upper.
put in one of the M4 uppers on it, that's a good point.
Well, speaking of, remember the other picture?
Yeah, we'll get to that in just a moment. Let's cracking through the Nikileak. Yeah, there's another really cool picture coming up. Uh,
Yeah, and
we'll
it
talk
has
about
some
it.
new
Yeah,
parts that
yeah,
basically is the reason I mentioned that is I think that it's probably just a good indication we're going to have a lot of ways to mod these M4s out, and this will probably
yeah.
be able to take most of that stuff.
This could potentially turn out to be one of those new guns that becomes the meta even. But yeah,
Well, here's the other thing though. It depends on what version they put in because
also true because
most,
it could just be single
mo-
fire to burst fire, right?
yeah, most of them were only semi-auto, weren't even burst fire. There was another version that was burst fire, and then there's also been modded, full auto versions. But originally, its original production, it was just semi-auto.
Just
So if
does
they
have a
go with
selector
that,
switch, but that doesn't necessarily mean
yeah,
that it's capable of
yeah,
full auto.
because even M16s that have full auto switch, a lot of them still only do burst and semi.
Yeah. Moving on though, we have another really cool bit of information right after this.
Yeah,
All right, now we have it looks like an outside workout setup, maybe? Is that indoor or outdoor? I can't tell. Kinda
I
looks
mean it
outdoor to
looks
me, but I could be
outside. Yeah,
wrong.
it does.
Yeah.
It looks outside. Definitely
Um,
does.
but you got a dude in a new shirt, maybe? You can't tell. Yellow shirt. I don't outside of the button down, the Hawaiian shirt, I don't think we have anything else yellow at all. And that doesn't look like the Hawaiian shirt. And then actually it's like yellow arms with black
Yeah,
chest
black
and
on the
gray.
chest. Yeah,
Who knows? But then we have the more interesting side of that is a workout buddy.
yeah.
Or do you think this is like Hilla and Tagila busting out some reps and it's just like story progression stuff?
I'm leaning more towards that. I'm leaning more towards this is just like a scene, just like you walk up on something and this is just something you see, just like people hanging out, or like maybe it's just a cutscene that is just played at one point in the game. Like I'm
Well,
leaning towards that because
what color is the workout buddy's hat?
looks tan.
Okay, I thought it was red, but I'm colorblind,
No,
so.
no, it's
And is
tan.
he wearing a shirt or is he just tatted up?
Looks like he's got a shirt on. He's got a shirt. I can see where the sleeve ends, and then gloves.
It's probably
And he's
not
got
tequila.
no, definitely not tequila. Definitely not tequila. He's got a face
Well, that's
mask
what I was
on.
thinking, like, early days, back when they were at the factory, this could be a cutscene then, you know what I mean? Because they love to work out.
I mean,
But yeah, the other guy's probably way too big to be Killa anyways.
yeah,
Like, like width and size wise. Killa's not that wide, and Tequila's much larger than that.
yeah. And the guy that you thought was tequila definitely has a shirt on.
Yeah. That's the downfall of being colorblind. Tan, brown, green, these things just all blend into like the wrong colors all day long on me. It
Well,
sucks.
and as you go on, it shows them moving the barrel around. They're moving the pile of barrels around. So I don't know if that's supposed to signify anything, but it looks like it's just a cutscene to me.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it's gonna be. Is A, we walk in terminal and it kind of gives us like, as we walk through to area, it's like what we see. Or B, it's a cutscene to like before shit went down, like maybe some PMCs yapping before they get sent in or something, or like something. I'm not sure, but I don't think we're gonna interact with it in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, because the area is weird. It definitely looks like it's outside, like out in like the
Well,
parking lot of
top
some
right of that
buildings.
image, does it look like there's a light?
It does. It does.
Maybe it's not outdoor. Maybe it's just in like a
Maybe
shitty
it's
reserve
inside.
bunker area. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, it's definitely unfinished. So a lot of the things that
true.
look like, they look outside-ish could just be unfinished.
Right.
So yeah, this could be hideout. This could be a new feature where you can actually go hang out with your buddy inside his gym. Like seriously could be.
Yeah.
We already have
Like
the
we
ability
already
to
share.
enter. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe now multiple people can be in one spot and actually see each other.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
After that, we just have stuff from the Tokyo Game Show. There are some really cool posters, though. I like the Tarkov Arena poster. I fucking love that Killa poster. It's like a horror movie Killa poster. It's got it
Yeah.
looks cool. There's the Run poster, and then another one I wanted to point out was the Sharpshooter poster, which is cool. I love the Sharpshooter poster. That Gluhar? And then we have one of the airsoft kits, I assume, but they do have some cool like I don't know what these things are called. There's some sort of gift bag, but I can't remember. I don't know what they're actually called. Got your ibuprofen. It's in Russian.
Yeah. Got your stems,
Oh, you do got your stems,
mags.
yeah. Piss. Watch. Oh, I know what this guy is already. I think this is the Black Division guy, maybe.
I
Sorry,
don't
there
know.
was there was a cosplay of a Black Division guy there. Maybe not. Maybe not because that is camouflage. I think. Might just be one of the cosplayers in general. And then we have what I think is, well, I think we both think is the new arena map.
Yeah.
A new arena map. And this could be a terminal building, I suppose. Maybe, we haven't actually seen it. Maybe this is what the new entry, like when you walk into that area, maybe this is what it looks like. But I don't know. Oh, wait. Those are stairs. An arena map with stairs, you think? Like this kind of stairs? Like it looks like it
I
winds.
mean, yeah, I don't
Like it would,
know.
like the stairs they use in like Ground Zero and stuff. You know what I mean? Like it goes up to the right and then up to the left. You go up onto the next floor. Or after that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think it's on the ship, right? The picture on the left
I
wall.
mean, it's
Oh.
what is it?
Doge, dude. It's a Doge.
Oh,
It's their asset holder. It's their
Yeah,
placeholder that
yeah.
they always use. Yeah, I
I
can't remember what the
found
dog's called.
one in the sky sometimes,
Yeah,
or
remember on customs that
on
one was there
customs.
for
Yeah,
fucking ever. Yeah,
yeah,
it floated above ice cream, right, or somewhere near
yeah,
ice
yeah.
cream
It was right near ice cream. Yeah, right by the billboard.
forever, so long. Um,
But yeah, it's that this could be inside Icebreaker. Um, could be
well,
the arena map
those
even.
those windows.
It's weird because they're going through locked doors, like doors you have to open, and there's a stairwell. So that just doesn't seem like it plays right
Yeah,
with
that doesn't
arena.
seem like arena. Yeah, does it really fit with? I guess it does fit with the icebreaker because it's like 8 stories tall from one
Yeah,
point, plus
it could
the
have
hall and everything above or below that. You know what I mean?
yeah it could have
Or from
so
the
many
hall up, and
different looking
which
areas.
we will get to see a little bit of also. And dude, there's so
Yeah,
much stuff this week. It's insane, guys.
yeah,
1.0 is so close, and they are like teasing the fuck out of it. There's so much
yeah,
that we could just go on and on about, but we'll have to wait. We gotta wait till we get to it. But this is interesting. I don't know, like maybe okay. Here's how it could be arena based, right? This is the starting area because when you first get in, like to the left, you just see an
oh
empty
yeah, the door's
wall, and it
open.
could be, yeah, it could be the same to the right, and this is just like your hold zone, and then we run in, you go up the stairs to capture B or maybe fight or plant B or whatever. Because now that I think about
Yeah,
it, the subway map also has some verticality like that. It has like some stairs. I don't think it does the
yeah,
winding stair sets, but it does have some
no,
stairs.
but it has some long stairs. Yeah,
Yeah. So maybe you go
yeah, definitely
in,
maybe for sure.
do the thing, and fight like you go up and around on the front. I don't know. Probably an arena map, but we'll see. After that, we have another really cool bit of information.
Yeah, one
Uh
of my favorite leaks that we've
yeah,
got
this is sick. Get a new
is
flashlight,
the
dude. The Surefire XTL 4000.
yep, it's 10 degrees more viewing angle for the brightness adjustment.
Yeah. Well, it's like 1,000 lumens higher too, so it's a
Well,
bit
yeah,
brighter.
yeah. So
No,
that's awesome.
it's the gloves, guys. You get new gloves.
It's the best pistol in the game, and we're getting an extended mag and a
Yeah.
new sight.
Oh, that front sight is new, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, the 5.7. It's a Trigicon, new Trigicon sight, I believe.
Yeah.
Um,
It
but
looks like
yeah,
it.
the
5.7's
5.7.
getting a fucking 30 rounder, which is
I
sick.
assume it's a 30 rounder because it's already got 20
Yeah.
rounders, so I
Yeah.
assume it's 30.
And not only
But
are the
yeah,
mags extended, but they have like the extended hand grip there too.
yeah,
So it's like
it
maybe added ergo with those.
possibly, yeah, because it's definitely going to add some weight, but it also gives you more to hold on to for recoil. So
Might do a
who
little bit of
knows?
balancing. We'll see. But the
But
best
yeah,
part of that
it's
is 30 round mags or more
30.
on the
Yeah,
fucking
30 shots on
5.7.
5.7 is great.
Yeah,
But
that's
I'm
insane.
excited for the sight too, just because we don't have a lot of like
Yeah,
sights for the pistols. So
especially with irons. Yeah, you can't really
yeah,
do a lot. Just like four.
which I do love the irons on the 5.7, but at the same time, it's like when you put the suppressor on, it's so much better with a sight.
Yeah, it really is.
And I
Um,
believe that's the normal suppressor,
yeah, I think
uh,
so.
and the laser light is already in the game. So it's like,
Yeah, laser's not new. The gloves aren't new. None of that's new.
yeah,
Suppressor's not new. But that iron sight up front looks pretty new, and then definitely with the extended mag. Dude, that's just exciting. That's awesome. I'm gonna run the
yeah.
shit out of the 5.7.
Oh, you think the iron sight looks new? Is that what
Doesn't
you
it?
said? No,
It's
no,
orange.
it's green.
Oh,
It's green. It's the normal.
fuck it. I'm done with
It's the
colors,
normal.
dude. I'm
It's
fucking
the
done with
normal five
colors.
seven.
All right, yeah, that's the 5.7 iron sight. Sick.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I give up when it comes to colors. Don't ask me anymore.
You're close,
But yeah, we get the.
but I
Where is
mean,
that? He's teased this a couple times. There was another build that had that on it too, and I can't remember what.
that sight.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like a Trigon.
it's
Uh,
definitely Trigicon. 1,000% Trigicon.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's the only thing I can see on it that I can make out.
The upside down
It's the
triangle, and then you
logo.
can
Yeah.
pretty well see, yeah, it says strategic on there. I don't
Um,
recognize that site, but it is holographic, I would imagine, so that's cool.
yeah. The cool thing about this though is it finally gives people an option. If you want to run snipers, you have such a good number two now that like
Yeah.
sidearm that you really don't need anything
I
else.
mean,
Like,
you're shooting fucking SS-190s through this. Well,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
or lesser, but still, most of
yeah,
the ammo for the 5.7 shreds.
yeah. And it's like now you can carry the fact that you just have 30 shots before you have to reload now in a pistol.
Yeah, that's
Like,
huge. That's
yeah, you can
huge.
do it with 9 mil, you can do it with some of the other guns, but
Yeah, but none of those guns have the stopping power that
yeah,
the whatever cartridge it is.
yeah. It's just it's such a good gun, and it just makes it even better.
Oh, 5.7. I'm an idiot. But yeah, dude,
It's in the name.
yeah. It it's pretty sick. Pretty
Yeah,
sick. I'm excited for it. 30 round mags and the 5.7 is just gonna be fun.
yeah. Running that with a sniper, I think, will be one of the best things.
I mean, I already do. That's like my go-to if I'm running bolt
Yeah,
actions
yeah.
as it is. Every
And
now
that's
and
what
then
I'm
I'll bust
saying.
out like the Glock 17 because I do like
It's
the Glock
only going to get
17.
better
But
now.
yeah, yeah, dude, that's insane. I can't wait.
You basically get to carry around a semi-auto P90 in your pistol slot now.
Right.
Yeah.
New patch probably available for sale at one of these next two events they're going to. We got the Paris show, I think it's PAX even, something like that maybe, and then we have the last one, which is Busan. Is it Busan? Korea. I
I
know
don't
it's
even know.
Korea. It's South Korea. I think it's Busan. Um, so yeah, probably for one of those. Maybe even this is just one of the patches that somebody handed him at the Tokyo Game Show, and they were like, "Oh, hey, we thought this was cool." I don't know what this says. I could sit here and code it. I could sit here and side figure out what it is, but I'm not.
Well, what's cool is there's something on that second monitor. Oh, I'm sorry. Was you still on the patch?
Yeah, we're
Okay,
on to the
okay.
next thing now.
When you said Dakota, I thought you'd moved on.
No, I was just trying to figure out what the words were in Russian, but yeah, moving
But
on.
this next thing, it's obviously, them developing something, but that second monitor has something just rolling
Rolling
by. Like,
through, yeah,
yeah,
like maybe a ship.
I don't
No,
know. But that's definitely there for some reason. Like that, there's something important there that they're being sneaky about.
and what is it? This is all audio stuff, right? This is all like
Um, I mean, I don't know because I honestly don't know the engine well, but that looks like audio. It looks like audio
I
wave
know the
files,
top
but
chunk of it is yeah. I don't know what the
yeah,
bottom is. Again, like you said, I don't know anything about the system, so.
it could be video blocks. Like it could just be video on bottom with the audio files on top,
Oh,
and
okay,
so it
yeah,
could be a
yeah.
whole scene. Like I don't know. But
Um,
it's not. It doesn't look like it's moving with the actual
no,
other, so it might not even be connected.
I am really curious as to what that is, though.
Yeah,
Huge.
yeah, they definitely put it there for something.
Are they just panning past a building? Maybe. It looks like it's moving though.
It's probably showing like one of the like ending sequences of Tarkov, and like later on,
Probably.
Mickey to be like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I showed you guys one of the endings. You just didn't know what it was."
You didn't catch it. Yeah. It was blurry and small, and you guys couldn't make it out. And then
She
we
said,
have a Black Division member, but this is a cosplay. This is what I was talking about earlier. Um, yeah, he's wearing a camouflage. Okay, so that rig setup the dude had on was probably the Black Division guy too. Well, we still don't know a lot about the Black Division. Next weekend,
"No,
maybe we'll have more information on him after they give us something. But
yeah,
there's not a lot we know.
might,
We just know
yeah,
what we were told with radio and Apache Kitty. So
yeah."
we'll see. We'll see what comes of it.
We know they play a part in future Tarkov, but that's about as much as we know.
Yeah, we know they're hard as fuck to fight,
Yeah,
and there'll be something involved with terminal, maybe more later. Who knows? And then we have more Tokyo Game Show, but Nikita just fucking getting
Nikita
down.
DJing.
Yeah, he's DJing. This is all like Escape from Tarkov soundtrack type stuff, from what
You
I
seen
was
him
told.
spinning the records there.
Yeah, he's getting into it. This man's in work. Oh god, that skipped so far.
Or was this him performing at the rap battle they had on Customs?
Oh yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is. He didn't
Because that
even
looks like
rap
Customs
though.
back
He just
there.
came out and DJ'd
Well,
really, really good.
he was doing the music for the rap battle. It was Killa and Gluhar was the battle.
I didn't watch.
Oh, you didn't? Dude, it was
No.
awesome. They're making a movie.
Yeah,
It's going to be called 12 Mile.
I figure I'd catch it on YouTube later.
Yeah.
Or Tokyo Game Show stuff at the end. Just people signing. Dude, the Tokyo Game Show is bored. I thought the PAX West one was pretty full, which it was. Don't get me wrong, it was absolutely full. But this is like so just crowded. People tight writing over each other's names. It's just like
Yeah.
there's
Yeah, it
so
was
many on that.
huge.
It's insane.
But it's cool because it shows you how popular Tarkov is in Tokyo.
Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't realize it had such a thriving community. I mean, and then the pictures and everything else we saw from it too are
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was huge. And then that is all for the
Yeah,
Nikileak.
that's the Nikileak for the week. It's a
Yeah,
really
right.
good one though. That's I mean, it's an
It was. That
absurdly
was a great one.
fucking full of information one. Like it's just chocked full of stuff. After that, we'll go on to mostly just pictures from here on out. We have the Arena Battle Pass Season 1 Tempest Companium. Assuming this is the H gel or the J helm, or maybe the Cayman even. I don't know my helmets very well to be honest with you, but it's got some
Yeah,
sort of paint
possible.
on it.
Yeah, possibly the Cayman.
I think it's a Cayman, yeah,
Possibly.
because the mandible is there. I don't think the
Yeah.
J helm looks like this entirely. I think this is probably the Cayman, right?
Well, it looks Fast MT-ish on the sides, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Main thing to take away from this is mandible with custom paint, sick as fuck. It's got like some gnarly teeth on it.
Yeah,
Um, and
and that
then the
looks like a
helmet itself,
cool silver and black like pattern on the helmet.
yeah, it's got like a Cryptech type webbing pattern on part of
Yeah,
it, and then it's got like this white, or I assume that's what you were calling silver.
yeah, yeah,
And then it's got like these silver parts on it, and you can see that like it kind of spreads through. I don't know. I bet it's gonna look sick though.
yeah.
Um, I can't wait for the new Battle Pass, dude. Can't wait. I play Arena nonstop now. I'm on Arena every day. I do my dailies. And
I
then
noticed you're arena main now.
yeah, I usually play for like an extra hour after I finish my dailies, and then I'll go play base game, and which I know for a fact once 1.0 comes out, I'll play less arena. I think I'll still do my dailies because that value is insane. Even with if they nerf it a bit, like I still think it's going to be really useful. Not to mention just like all the battle pass stuff and the extra face mask and sunglasses and helmet skins and all that shit. Which I guess we won't have the helmet skins right away. We did get all the rigs and stuff. Maybe we will. Who knows? Because we did get all the rigs and armor and the different variants through ref. So maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I know with 1.0 I'm going to be playing way more base game than I will arena, but I'm still going to be on
right.
arena every day. I got to get my dailies in, or at least every few days get them done. Plus the battle pass rewards are going to be cool. And then like the locked crates you can get from arena are really nice sometimes. I got like two labs cards out of it. I got black and yellow. Got a Bitcoin out of
Yeah,
one.
I'm
And
curious
like
if they're gonna switch things up at all.
I think they will. I think they're going to nerf the shit out of it. I think it'll still be useful because I don't think they want to ruin that potential like
Well, that's what I
cash
was gonna
cow.
say. Yeah, they especially with the new battle pass coming, they're gonna want hype, and it's like almost feel like they might not change it.
They may not because I
Because I
honestly I
mean,
don't
they've
think
already nerfed it a good bit. Like they nerfed it a
yeah.
good bit from last wipe, like a lot.
And what's
So
it hurt for players to have really built guns if they still have shit ammo? Like if they still have
yeah.
to go through the process of leveling everything up to even receive decent ammo, what's it hurt for them to have
Well,
a
the
good
only thing
gun?
I could see them changing is when you get access to Rev and what he might
Yeah,
have. But like
yeah.
progress wise, I don't see him changing. Like I don't know though.
What
We
you
never.
actually reward wise, what you get. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. We never know. I guess with BSG.
it is hard to tell.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool shit based off of what we're seeing here in this image. At least season one will be for sure. I'm excited for it. I can't wait. October 22nd. And then moving on from here, we have the next picture, which I think is more arena stuff.
Yeah.
To what degree, I don't really know. We know that the Ronin helmet has some custom paint on it, right?
Yep.
We know that
I
it
think
looks
this.
like. Go ahead.
Well, I was just say I think it's like hinting at uh unlockable, like I don't know what you would call it, like
Like the hand
doing
that
the
emotes and stuff.
yeah, like emotes and gestures. Like maybe that's gonna be part of the battle pass. I think that's what it's hinting at.
And I think, if they keep it subtle to where it's like we can already do a bunch of hand motions as it is, we can flip people off, we can do this, we can wave, we can say
Well,
come here, we can do a bunch of stuff. If they
and
keep it to where it's just hand signals and things and they're not like
yeah,
doing dances and goofy
well, it's like
shit, you know what I mean?
you can get rock paper scissors in the prestige.
Right.
Like so
Right.
it's like it's already they've already used it as rewards. So it's like I could definitely see them doing battle pass stuff like that.
For sure. 1000%. So I wouldn't be surprised at all to see the "you can't see me," run your hand across in front of your face type thing.
Yeah,
It's as a emote. We're already pretty close to that anyways. Like you said, you got rock paper scissors. You can like wave, and you can already put your hand up close to your face as it is. So it's like I don't think it would be crazy for that to be entered at all. And it's a good little fucking. I would use the shit out of that in Last Hero. I would consider key binding to do that to people in Last Hero.
right.
I need to keybind flipping people off as much as I like uh, jump down to shoot people. Like it'd be great to just flip them off in the process. But yeah, probably you're right. Hand gestures and things for sure. And then we
Well, why
have
we're on this real quick? What do you think? You think they're gonna just let people have the battle pass? Do you think they're going for paid? Do you think it's
that's a
something
good
that
question.
I just
I
I
don't think
know
it's
they
gonna be free.
specifically
I think it's gonna be
well
cheap.
they specifically pointed out that the first battle pass was
Right.
free for all
I think it's
players
gonna
is how
be.
Nikita worded it.
I think it's gonna be something like a $10 purchase, maybe.
That's what I'm thinking. Um,
Because that seems it's a reasonable price. You're not reaming anybody to get it. You know what I mean? And the rewards will definitely outweigh the value. I think,
right,
or the
absolutely.
cost.
When
The
you
value will
think
outweigh
about
the
what you
cost.
get, yeah.
Excuse me.
But here's
But yeah,
the
I
other
don't.
thing: will people be okay paying for something and getting similar rewards to what the free one had, or will people be expecting bigger rewards this time?
I think people are going to be expecting somewhat better rewards, if not more rewards. Like,
Yeah,
sure, let us level to 150, but make it more impactful. Which I made a comment on Tarkov.community. Something else I wish they would do is let us over level our battle pass, kind of like a way to flex. Like, sure, it's
yeah.
it's
I
somewhat
seen that. Yeah,
egotistical, but it's like, well, if we can, I've been finished with the battle pass for so long now. I would love to be able to show that I'm level 500 in the battle pass because then people are like, wow, this dude has no life. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, well, now you understand why I'm dropping 40 to 50 kills every fucking last hero match. Like you're not calling me a cheater because you see I just play the game all fucking day. You know what I mean? Like
right.
I don't know. I think there's ways that you can like flex and also get your point across. And I think that
Yeah,
would be a good one.
yeah,
I think that would be a really
yeah.
good one.
All I know is no matter what they do, there's going to be an uproar, no
Oh
matter
yeah.
what way they go.
It, yeah, it's gonna be chaos. I think people are gonna bitch a fit no matter what. If we have to pay $10 for it, right? Or fucking $5 even. If we had to pay $1 for it, as Unheard and Edge of Darkness players, I guarantee you 90% of them are gonna be outraged. You're gonna have YouTube
Yeah,
videos out the ass. People are gonna be
yep.
losing their goddamn minds because they can't process that base
Well,
game and arena are separate entities and they can charge money on arena because it's not DLC for Tarkov. I don't know.
yeah. Well, even gaming like websites and news channels and shit are going to be like Tarkov charges players again after promising all DLC would be free. You know what I mean? Like that's just everybody jumps on the wagon. Like they did for the Steam shit, which
They
made no
do.
sense.
You're right.
It's
Yeah.
like it's just no matter what happens, they're just even if it's free, there's still going to be a ton of people like, why is everyone getting it free? I bought the bigger edition. I should get,
Right, right.
you know what I mean? Like, it just, no matter which way you go.
No, yeah, I think there is no winning with a lot of the community, and I think a lot of it is also it's like clearly people bandwagon, clearly people hear their favorite creator, their
Oh,
favorite
yeah,
whatever,
absolutely.
maybe, just their friends say it and they hop on the bandwagon. But once you finally like actually have a conversation with these people, or you just break down the information correctly to them, or they are one on one in a survey, you get legitimate answers and you understand that people actually love the game. They love what they're doing and they're not upset about any of it. They're just riding the dick of whatever hatred is popular at the moment. Um I mean, some people genuinely disagree with some of those things. Like, I know that people still hold a pretty big grudge for Unheard Edition. Um, I don't wanna say rightfully so because I think it's a 50-50 type situation on that one, like,
It is.
some
It is.
some parts of it, it's understandable, but it's like, they did what they could to fix it, and I think that they
Yeah.
did what they could
That's,
in a reasonable way, in a good time manner or in a good
yeah,
time frame.
that's the part that people lose me is when they act like they were doing it in a like nefarious like manner,
Right, right.
because it's like they obviously weren't. They obviously tried to make it right, and we've
Yeah,
went over this 1,000 times, so
we
you
have.
you guys already know how we feel.
If you don't, go back and watch some of the older episodes. We have some really good ones on the channel. There's like, I don't know, probably 50 some of these. I think we're on like episode 50 something.
Yeah, 50, 53,
Which
I
is
think now, 52.
also, yeah, we didn't do it on our 50th, but happy anniversary, sweetheart.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. We made it.
but yes, I don't know. Battle Pass wise, I think it's going to cost money, and I think it should cost money. I think it should be around $10. Especially if they're gonna give us hand gestures, all these new camos and paints on armor and helmets and rigs and, different outfits and everything else. Like, they charge $7 to $12 per outfit on the website, and they're giving us upwards of 3, I think it was, way more than 3, actually. You got a
Well,
shit ton of t-shirts, and you got, like, 3 pair of pants, 2 pair of pants. So it's like, that's every bit worth, a $10 battle pass, in my opinion.
I I agree with that partially. The other part of me is looking at Arena itself is already not the most popular thing, and it's like you want to sell more copies of Arena more than you want to sell battle passes.
Probably.
So, do you continue to make it free as an incentive to get more people to buy Arena? And that
Actually,
just becomes part of the profit is basically you buy Arena, you're getting battle passes instead of
yeah.
having to buy Arena and battle passes. Because battle passes work in free to play games. They don't work great in paid games. Because people just feel like, I've already paid for the game. Why am I having to pay for the new content? In free to play games, it's like you can justify it because the game's free. So I see both sides. I It would be different if Arena was already popping and they didn't have to worry about, the player base. But I feel like anything you do to turn people off on Arena is bad because Arena's already had a
Right,
struggle, to keep players.
right. No, and I think that makes more sense.
Yeah, I could
Keep
see
them
either way,
free, keep them
honestly.
interesting, you know what I mean? Like, you can stretch out the rewards for several battle passes and just kinda fill it in with,
Well, like I
if
said, they
everything
could do
was
it.
if they stay free and they're similar or better in just a slight amount than the original, then I think that's fine, or even if they're on par
Well,
with the first one, like, I think it's okay. I think if they're gonna keep it
here's
free, that's
here's the mid the way they could do it to satisfy both, and other companies have done this too. Everybody gets the battle pass, but the paid version of the battle pass gives you all rewards. The free version only gives you a few rewards.
yeah, that's kinda what I was thinking with what we originally started talking about when we were talking about maintenance.
Yeah,
Um, that's kinda what I was leaning towards was, like, not even necessarily the Overwatch and Call of Duty style, like, "Oh, here's the ultimate rewards versus here's the regular reward." I guess it is the same, right? Like, you either get all the rewards or you just get a limited amount, and you're only
yeah,
getting, a handful of shirts compared to 10, you're only getting, like,
right.
4, you're only getting 1 pair of
Basically,
pants compared to 3, you're
you
not getting all the weapon paints.
like Call of Duty does it. Anytime there's new weapons, they make the weapons available to everybody. Like everybody can get the weapons, but then they throw a bunch of variants, they throw a bunch of skins, and that stuff you got to pay for. But it's like
Right.
everybody can play the battle pass and earn the actual content, but the variations of the content are what cost you money.
And while I don't necessarily I mean, I guess once we start looking at paid anything and battle passes, it can be a slippery slope.
Yeah.
And that's one of those things that has driven me away from even like literally even downloading so many games. I mean, just heavily monetized shit is like anti-gaming in so
Yeah.
many art forms or so many forms. It's it's frustrating to me, and I can understand it in free to play to a degree, but then there's also like those overly monetized games that are just like aggressive about it and things like that.
Well,
And I
like,
just won't
yeah,
even touch
like,
those. And to see Tarkov move into like, oh, you got to buy arena and you got to buy a battle pass, or they start doing the whole like uh bot arena and you can either they need to be delicate with it, and they need to make sure that they don't like slide down that slope because while
yeah.
money is important, don't ruin the player base that's already kind of at your throat
Right.
just to try to
Well,
squeeze more. And I think they know
especially
that.
when 1.0 is hitting. Like,
Right.
that's the best time for good press. You don't want any bad press for things that are unavoidable. And something like that, get as much good press, as much new players as you can. And then later
Yeah, think
on, if you
about
want to
that.
try that, yeah,
Thinking about that, too, it's like, if you have a really good arena experience to where the players that buy the game actually get rewarded along the way, would that not drive base game sales up? Because not everybody
yeah,
that plays
exactly.
Arena owns base game, or not everybody that finds out about Arena and this battle pass system and like all these cool paints and stuff. Maybe they don't even know what Tarkov is. You know what I mean? They're just like,
Right.
oh, Escape from Tarkov Arena. What's this shooter? And then they kind of like dive into that hole. But like,
Well, we already know Arena was meant to be a driving force for the base game. Like,
true.
basically, you get advantages in the base game if you buy Arena. So it's like that was always the purpose. So them using it that way only makes sense. And if it's
It,
got,
a bunch
a
of
bunch
negative
of stuff
press,
you got
like
to
you
pay
said.
for, yeah,
Right.
then you're going the opposite.
Right. No, yeah, that makes a
But
lot more sense. I kind of want to change my
here's the
vote, dude.
problem,
I
though.
think it might be
Here,
free.
well, here's the problem, though. Nikita has specifically said the first battle pass was free.
Right.
That clearly indicates
Some sort of paid
they weren't.
mechanic.
Yeah, they weren't acting like everything was free. But then again, with Nikita's language, how
It was
translation
also
always
right.
comes. He could have been saying something totally different.
It
That's
was
like when he
also
was
like
trying to
what, 6
say,
months ago or something?
yeah. It's like when he was trying to say 12 p.m. the other day, and
Yeah, he's like, "How the
he's
fuck do you
like
say AM or PM?
he's
Like,
like
what's what?"
softcore 12 p.m. noon St. Pete's time, a.m. p.m. misunderstanding 12 midday, and then he says,
Yeah.
"How fucking say it's morning 12 a.m. or p.m. Damn."
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that
that's
shit
why
happens a lot.
you can't ever really go off Nikita quotes because things could come out wrong, or he could have been saying, our battle passes are going to be free, and it got translated to first battle pass is free.
Or like, "Here's the first battle pass." Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Here's our first
Um,
battle pass. It's free for everyone, and that got translated to the first battle pass is free for everyone. Like
right, and well, that's part of it too, is like translating Russian to English is also gonna
yeah,
be
yeah. And one word
misuses
can
of
make a
words,
huge
right?
difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Um,
yeah. That just I just thought it's a good discussion because
no, it is.
we don't
I
know
I
what
hadn't
it's going
really
to
thought about
be.
that too much.
Yeah,
I was
and
kind of
it's
on the fence of just like it's paid, but after talking
well,
about it, honestly, I think it may come out free or potentially like, okay, here's a free version, and if you want to kick us $5, you can get all the
yeah.
rewards.
I could see it going both ways. Like I could see it going
Yeah.
either or. But here's the thing. I myself am okay with either one. Like I'm I believe it would be better for the game to go free, but I understand
Having
because
it
there's a
paid.
lot of stuff they're putting in those battle passes. That's a lot of work, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I, I get it.
A lot of
But
value out of that.
other people's arguments are you should have put that work into EFT and not Arena. So
Yeah, and it's always
I
gonna
get
do
it.
that. Even once
Yeah.
1.0 drops and, if things are, drastically better, we're still gonna hear shit. I
Yeah.
just don't think there's
Yeah,
ever gonna be a
absolutely.
change in that. I don't think anybody's ever gonna be fully satisfied, or I don't think
No.
everybody's ever gonna be fully satisfied, at least not in public. Um, so moving on from there though, just because we're already at an hour, we have potentially the coolest, well, definitely not the coolest picture, but a really cool picture. God, there's so much to go over. Like,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah,
kind of
there's a
crazy.
lot.
Um, so here's this. This is the shit. I already forgot the name of it. Radiant.
Oh, the
This is the Radiant AR, right? Or Radiance AR?
Oh, the upper on the yeah, I can't see what you got up, but
I have the M4 at the workbench.
okay, yeah. It's got the radiance upper.
What I wonder what lower that
Or
is.
the radiant.
The
It's
Radiance lower.
it's a radian. Uh, yeah, radian lower receiver,
Yeah.
and then it's got the pretty much it looks like mostly aeronox stuff throughout.
Yeah. It's got the Aeronox muzzle device. It's got the Aeronox handguard. Got the
Yeah,
RK1 or the RK0. I'm not sure. I can't remember which is
yeah,
which.
0 or 1,
Um,
and then the
NRS with the offset
CQR
sight. Yeah, CQR. It's got the
stock.
30 round P mag. The cool thing about that receiver though is that it has the style on it at
Yeah, it has
the
the PMAG
yeah
layout. So yeah,
yeah
that looks cool. But obviously that is a new lower receiver.
yeah.
We that's the first new lower we've had in game for the AR.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's
Everything else
crazy.
has been uppers.
Hey,
Yeah, everything else has been uppers. We have a lot of we have like TX15 upper, the Aeronox upper, like everything has
I
been uppers. So
wonder
this is the first lower.
if some of these hidden parts, like the barrel or the buffer tube, I wonder if any of that stuff's going to be new
Oh
also.
yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah, I
Um,
have no doubts that we're going to get a bunch of new stuff like that.
yeah, but I just think it's cool because that means we can build a complete weapon from just custom parts now. Like you don't have to have
Yeah,
the base M4 lower. You can take the Radiant lower and combine it with the Aeronox upper. You know what I mean? Like we've never been able to
true.
do that.
You can really build something out. Kind of really get into that stat breakdown stuff. Let's talk about its surroundings a little bit because I think we're
Yeah.
both on the same page, or at least kind of
Well,
thinking in the
and
same
just to
thing,
throw
like
this
new
out for everybody,
workbench.
um, whenever they release a picture of anything, you have to look at everything
You
because
do.
they like to hide things. They like to just show, kind of subtle little things in the background or in the surrounding area of a picture. And a lot of times, things show a lot more than you originally thought. Just like with that picture we seen earlier, where Nikita's like new boss, and it turns
Right.
out the guy's
Ends up
wearing all
being a
kinds
bunch
of
of new
stuff we haven't seen.
gear. Yeah, new
Right.
outfit,
Well,
all kinds of new shit.
then we were looking at this picture earlier of this M4, and I was like, why would he show that M4? It's like it doesn't even have anything new on it. So we look closer, come to find out it's got the Radian lower on it. Then we look a little closer, and it's like, wait a minute, it's at like a workbench. And there's a
Yeah,
Gene Burn sign behind it. There's like some more
which is the
parts and
in
ammo.
game, one of the distributors or something. Like you see a bunch of Gene Burn boxes, a
Yeah,
bunch of Gene
yeah.
Burn, just all kinds of shit that says Gene Burn on it. Um,
Which, yeah, so is
but
this
on top of
possibly a new
that,
workbench?
yeah, there's a bunch of magazines, suppressor, muzzle devices, front sight. It looks like, or maybe a rear sight on the far right. That round looks
Yeah,
like maybe the muzzle device for the DT suppressor or something like that. Even like there's a bunch of stuff laying around, a bunch of stuff laying around. And then you got like a box of 5.56 ammo, and then some 8.56 A1. Um, so like kind of could see this absolutely being the workbench. We also
yeah.
don't know what changes with 1.0, what our hideout looks like with 1.0. We don't know any of these things. So we could be taking some liberty with this one, but I don't know, dude. I kind of think it might be.
Yeah, I think this could also just be a new section in your hideout to where this is what your workbench looks like when you walk up to it. Like maybe
Even if they just
the
make it to where when we edit build, this is what we see,
yeah,
like
that'd be
that's
cool too.
fine.
Yeah, I could see both ways, but like
Right.
have an actual like Gene Burn, logo in your hideout. Like I see Nikita doing that because for those of you who don't know, Gene Burn is Nikita's fictional company. That anything that's labeled Gene Burn in game is Nikita because
Yeah.
his name is, uh,
Nikita Gene something or other, or Gene
yeah,
Nikita or
yeah,
something. Yeah.
yeah. So I could see him doing that. Like a special reward is you get a Gene Burn hideout skin. You know what I mean? And this is
Right.
part of it, maybe.
But yeah, like before you get the Gene Burn hideout stuff, potentially you just have a brick wall behind you, or a wooden wall, or just a garage looking wall without all the extra stuff. And we already have
Or
seen a
John
bunch of
Wall.
hideout customization stuff, right? Like we've seen a shit ton of customization in your hideout
Yeah,
as it is. They've added a bunch of stuff. We know 1.0 is a little more intensive. So who knows? Who knows?
And
Could
like
be
we said
anything.
earlier, it just feels like whenever they post a picture like this,
It's never as
it's
simple
for
as
that
always just the
reason.
gun, right?
Yeah, it's to always like hide things or give hints out. And this is definitely one of those things where there's more to this picture than a pimped out M4. Most people look at it like, oh, look, an M4. Well, it's like, there's a little bit more to it than that. And I knew there
Yep.
was because Nikita wouldn't just post
No, yeah.
an
Why post
M4
this
build
picture like that?
with
Right.
old parts that have been in the game for years. It's like, there's definitely a reason. And, after we looked at it, we figured out, hey, there is a reason. It does have new stuff.
Absolutely. It's just cool to know that like there's always more to what you're seeing at first
Yeah.
glance.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
could we be wrong about the workbench thing? Potentially,
Yeah,
but I
absolutely.
feel pretty comfortable with like thinking we're gonna have some sort of interactive workbench like this. Maybe not even workbench, but like edit preset or edit build.
Yeah,
I feel like
some
it's
kind of
gonna be a little
background.
bit yeah, something.
Yeah, because I don't see him
Um,
going through the trouble of making something that detailed with logos on it and with
right, just to throw a
specific
picture of an
ammo that
M4.
matches. Yeah, it's like this was laid out perfectly, and that means it took time, it took effort, it took planning. So it's like it's not just something they threw up all of a sudden. Like this was
Right.
done for a reason. It was made for a reason, planned out, and it just usually stuff like that has a purpose.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next picture. We have. I gotta zoom out. The main screen for full release Escape from Tarkov.
Yeah.
So there's a couple quite okay, there's quite a few things we can point out here. One, the orange banner is gone. It no longer says this is a beta version of Escape from Tarkov. Let's see, and then it goes Escape from Tarkov, character, trading, hideout, exit. The hideout is no longer down at the bottom left on its own. It is clickable on the main screen there, right off the front. And then we have on our tabs, we have character, traders, flea market, and then what looks like our new interaction menu, like our new what would you call it? Like your friends, your messages, your
Yeah. Yeah. Just your
uh
messages.
yeah. That's where claim all your task rewards. So this UI is completely different from what we're used to seeing. Pretty cool though. Definitely pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely it's nice to see someone actually like, just pointing out the small things because it doesn't matter to a lot of people, but the fact that there's no orange banner, that means a lot to people like us who played this
Yeah,
game for so long and it's been there. It's like,
yeah, after playing for as long as we have, it's
yeah, and you can tell a lot of people in the comments don't really get it. They're like, whoa, you posted a picture of the screen, good job. And it's like, no, there's a lot of meaning to this. Like
yeah,
it's a huge milestone in Tarkov. So
massive.
yeah.
It's been 9 years since we've seen. It's been 9 years. We've never seen anything like
But
that. We've only ever seen the orange banner, and the UI is different. It's so cool.
yeah, and like you said, by the message placed down there by the character, I love the new notification. It's neon green. It's bright. Like instead of just like right now, I'm pretty sure it's just a little
You
block
get a
and like a
number
number
pop
in it.
up. Yeah,
Yeah. So it's like just little things like that. It's just nice to see that it's we're getting there where it's going to be done. We're getting 1.0. It's right there.
yeah, and it's coming with some sick quality of life changes.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. Not a lot more on that one, but the next picture, again, huge leak, or I guess I'm calling it a leak. We have I already forgot the name of it again.
What are you
Like the
talking about?
TPKD or
Oh, the gun,
TKDP or
the
yeah,
the
whatever.
TKPD Storm Carbine.
Okay. And this
Um,
is a
yeah, 9 point.
9.3 by
Yeah,
64. Here's the
yes,
cartridge, the Brown Bear 9.3 by 64. 268 grain something bimetal soft point. That specific cartridge alone, whatever, it's made in Russia, but soft point is just for this one. I imagine there's going to
that
be like AP and a bunch of other really cool shit on top of it. So
actual full name of the gun is the SVDK TKPD. but it's a mouthful. Um,
That is a mouthful.
it was in Contract Wars. It was one of the big like favorite weapons in Contract Wars, and there were also two other variants. I believe a 5.56 variant and a 308 variant. So,
Damn, that'd be
but
cool.
it's like an old school SVD AK combined into one,
Yeah, I see that.
and
And it's
it
rocking
shoots
like
a
all AK parts.
yeah, and it shoots a very big uh
Yeah, that cartridge is
9.3
huge.
round. Yeah,
I don't know if that picture did it justice that I showed you guys, but that round is fucking huge.
yeah, and I mean
That's a
you
pretty
can
lethal gun there.
yeah you can think about it like it's basically a short SVD with AK parts and I, I don't know the power of the 9.3, but I would imagine it's on par with
It's got to
uh
be. I was thinking it's going to be on par with like 7.62 by 3.9, 7.62 by 5.1, somewhere around there.
yeah, I would assume it is right there with 7.6251. Like I know in the game it was like people used it as a sniper rifle because it was so lethal. Like it was like one shot. You know what I mean?
I can
Like
see
it was
that.
definitely
Looks
a
like
hard
it's
hitting round.
maybe like a 10 round mag, maybe a 20.
Yeah, I think it was a 10 rounder.
But it is
Um,
interesting to see like this SVD blend with AK. Like you can see the both of the sides of it, right?
yeah.
Not just in the parts, but the build itself. Like you can kind of make out like that dust cover definitely looks like it would go on an SVDS or just an
Well,
SVD build of some sort.
even in the name, like even in the actual name, it's SVDK
Yeah, true.
TKPD. It's like it even
Yeah.
has SVD and it's
The
labeled as
last
a
yeah.
marksman rifle, but it has, assault rifle parts by the AK. And then you look at the mag, and the mag doesn't resemble either one. It doesn't resemble an
Oh.
SVD or
It's
an
like an
AK.
SVT.
Yeah, yeah, it actually does look like an SVT. Looks like the little metal mags, but yeah, it's a cool gun, a very cool
It is.
gun,
It's a really cool
and
gun. I'm excited to check it out for sure. Especially if you can use
yeah,
it like a sniper. I mean,
yeah.
throw a suppressor on it, decent LPVO, and post up and snipe with it a bit, and you've got something that can potentially go full auto. I don't
Well,
see
and if they put the other variants in too, a
true the
smaller
5.56
round
and the
5.56
308. Yeah,
version, yeah, that would be cool. And I
that would
might
be
be
cool.
wrong on that. I know there was three versions. I am thinking those were the versions, but I could be wrong on that. It might have been a 7.62 by
And a
39, a 7.62
5.45.
by 54, and then the 9.3. Yeah,
Oh,
I
it
can't
could be
remember
7.62 by
exactly.
54. That's
Yeah,
true. The SVD
yeah,
chambered in the 7.62 by 54 are.
yeah, exactly. So I
I can
can't
see that
remember
for sure.
exactly.
I want to point out that this is on Arena. The screenshot is taken on Arena.
Oh, the picture.
Yeah, I think so. Anyways,
How do you get that?
it has the little. Well, I guess it's gonna be the same either way. Maybe
Oh,
not.
okay, yeah.
I was thinking the little drop down box, but that's gonna be the same, and it doesn't actually show. I don't know. Maybe not. It doesn't have as many up top. Like you usually have like a bunch of different boxes you can check, like 5. I'm only seeing 3 though.
Well,
Maybe
it
it's
also
just where it's
depends on
zoomed in
yeah, it
because
depends
you
on
have
also
like
where they're looking at it because you have like three different view like screens in base game. You can look at it in the inspect menu. You can look at it in the modify menu, and you can just look at it in the just the base item menu. Like
well
there's different
the
screens.
only ones that have the like the check boxes though are modding and edit build. And
Okay.
on base game, I'm pretty sure you have more options for like what you're visible. Which I actually, you know what, that could be based off the gun and what parts you can swap out
Yeah,
on it.
absolutely. Yeah. And that's all in Russian too, so it's like maybe there's more there and it's just in a weird spot where it's Russian.
Can't tell on their uh search bar what they're playing either.
Yeah. Which they might not even be playing. This might be editing. They might be actually in the engine, even like
True.
not even game booted.
And lastly, the I don't know if it's the coolest thing we're gonna see tonight or today,
One
or if
of,
it's
yeah,
yeah, I'm not sure, but
one
this
of the
shit's fucking
coolest.
sick. We got some leaked images, some teased, that's the word, some teased images from the icebreaker ship and this helicopter coming in. Uh, Image one, we have not sure what he's holding on to or if anything. He may just have his knife out for the screenshot. AK on his back. Or is that the Saiga? No, that's the AK. The barrel's too thin. Oh, in the magazine. Okay. Just one
Actually,
hit. Rifle on his
what
side. And then I don't know what he would have in his hand. It'd have to be
I
a
don't
knife.
know what rifle that is. That's
Well, the only reason I say
definitely.
AK is in one of the other photos. It looks way more AK like.
Well,
But
I
it could
was
just be
just
a different
looking
gun.
at the mag and the flash hider, do and the handguard. It looks like a HK. I don't know.
Magazine is
Definitely
that?
looks different. I don't know.
Oh god.
It does. It looks different. The flash hider is what's getting me because I don't recognize it.
That's the Shrewd.
Is it?
It looks like it. The M4 Shrewd.
It looks like it's got two different like.
Oh wait. This a G36?
Could be. Yeah,
It
that is a G thirty
it's
six.
look
It is
right
a G
under the
thirty six.
backpack.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you
yeah,
look right
yeah.
under the
I see it
backpack,
now.
there's an
Yep,
opening, and then the pistol
yep.
grip is fucking basic.
It is.
It's a
Yep, it's the
G36.
G36. Yep, it is. 100.
Okay,
percent
I had to zoom in like a mile and a half, but yeah.
Yep.
uh, yeah, that's cool. What about the pistol?
Yeah, I don't know that. I can't recognize. Is that a Desert Eagle?
It's got a Glock.
The
It's a Glock.
Oh, it is a
It's a
Glock.
Glock
It's a can. It's a
19X.
Glock X19. Yeah, or
Yeah,
19X.
it's got
Yeah,
yeah. I can tell by the rounded at the back of the at the back of the pistol grip. There's like
yeah.
Glocks have a round on them, so you don't get
And
fucking bit by the
the grip
butt.
tape it's got on it. That's the grip sleeve.
That's
Yeah.
also true. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool. Glock. Um. So that's a USAC. That sucks. I wanted it to be bear. Wait. Is it bear clothing? Is that USAC clothing? What shirt is that?
It looks like bear.
I think that's bear clothing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's bear. That's bear pants and bear shirt. Yeah.
The next image though, he has an AK in his hand. I'm almost certain of that.
What's
And
funny? Did you
I'm
see what helmet he has on it?
he has the Ronin on. Yeah, he's got the
Yeah,
Ronin
yeah.
ballistic helmet on. That's fucking awesome.
But yeah, then
Um,
he
he's got
does
like a
have the
drum mag
AK,
AK.
which I
Yeah.
think he still had. I think he had the AK in the other one too. I think he's got
That's
the
probably what he was holding because you can kind of see the drum mag,
yeah,
right?
yeah. You can
Yeah.
see the drum
Okay.
mag because he's got
He
the
killed a
G36 on
USEC.
his back.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
killed a USEC 236. Has a drum mag AK, a 7.62 or no, the 5.45. It's the VS handguard, right? Whatever it's called. Yes.
yeah. It's yeah. So it
One of the handguard
could.
plus gas tubes.
I think it is the 7.62 because that looks like the 75 round drum mag, not the
Oh yeah, not the
95.
90. Yeah. Is
Yeah.
there anything about the helicopter that stands out? I don't know what all the collars in the game are going to be. This might be UN Peacekeepers. Kind of got some like star like logoing or something.
Yeah,
Compass
it's got
maybe.
like it's got a little star. And
Maybe a nautical compass.
it's got yellow stripes.
Oh, it's
Um,
Ukraine.
so I mean, it's really hard to tell. One cool
It
thing
is
about
hard to
all
tell.
this, though, it just makes the story that was leaked a while back about the guy playing the final escape, like it makes all that just
All
even
the
more
more
true
real.
because yeah,
Yeah.
it's like because he
It's
talked
adding
about
up now. It's
how
all coming
yeah,
together. This is how
yeah,
you
yeah,
escape. This is like your last mission. Yeah.
yeah,
I do think it's pretty funny that we haven't mentioned the ship once in any of this. Of everything we've been
yeah,
talking about, we haven't even gotten to the
yeah,
ship yet. And that's just like I want to just
and
go
that's
and
what's
a
crazy.
credit BSG for like the amount of work they put in. Like there's so many other things to break down before we even start looking at the ship.
What's like look at the size of this thing, man. This
Yeah, let
helicopter
me
is
go to the
tiny
last
on the
image.
ship.
Yeah, okay. I do want to point something else in the second picture. Does it look like there's people standing behind the lights going up on that middle floor area? Those first two lights shining at the helicopter? Does it look like
Yeah,
somebody's
yeah. It
standing
looks
back
like
there?
there's possibly someone standing, like
Think it's
maybe two
cultists?
people, maybe a person behind each light, but I
Oh,
definitely think there's someone standing there.
there's definitely multiple people on the helicopter too. There's a guy here at the bottom left, then there's the guy in the middle
Oh,
in the
yep,
last image.
yep,
But yeah, dude, this ship is huge. So if we're allowed in the hall, right? So you have everything from the main deck all the way under, and then we counted like 7 or 8 floors to the top, right?
yeah. It was
Depending on how
seven
much we're
floors,
actually able to traverse,
7 floors, and then the actual
like the
the
captain's area or whatever.
well, then the underneath. Like we don't even know what's underneath. Like because once the floor ends, there's a whole uh
Right.
just basement version of
Yeah, everything in the hall.
yeah. So technically, probably closer to like 15 floors.
Yeah, who knows how big this thing actually is. And that's the other side of it too, is like how much are we actually going to be able to traverse on? Is it just going to be limited, or are we going to have like full access to really dig into this?
I mean, looking at the way it's been built and seeing some of the
Knowing that
leaks
they
we've
did
had
all the mesh
before,
work, yeah.
yeah, and some of the leaks we've seen before that look like
Oh,
weird spots. I
yeah,
think,
like we were kind of on like, is it reserve? Is it terminal?
yeah,
What if it's the
I think
ship?
a lot of that is inside the ship. Yeah, I think a lot of that
Yeah.
is different floors. I think different floors are going to have different themes where they look quite different. I don't think it's all going to look exactly the same.
Well, and if this is
Depending,
like a militarized ship too, it would
well,
make
that's what I was going to
sense
say.
to see the barracks and stuff down, or not the barracks, but
Yeah,
like the depots and things at the bottom.
yeah, and I mean, just looking at it, like it's huge. Like there's a lot to explore though.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's going to be pretty impressive once we get to it. Speaking of getting to it, let's go into the probably somewhat disappointing news for a chunk of players. Uh, Nikita claims only the top 2% are going to be able to get to and finish this specific ending. Or
Yeah,
maybe this isn't even that ending. I have a feeling this is the ending he was talking on. But I mean, the good ending, quote unquote. And if anything to me
yeah.
screams good ending, this is like the best ending I've seen yet.
Well, and I don't even know if Nikita referenced like good ending. I think he just referenced ending because someone had said, "Are you worried about, people speed running? Like 1.0 comes out and people are already, speed running to the ending of the game." And he said, "I'm not worried about that because most people won't ever make it." He said, "I believe only 2% of the actual player base will ever see the ending of the game." So I take that more as 2% of people will ever get the qualifiers to even take any of the extracts or whatever, any of the endings. I basically think it could be the good ending, the bad ending. I think any ending.
Right. Just making it out, period.
Yeah, just making it to where you get an option to pick which way you go. Because you got to think about it. There's going to be a lot of new stuff. And when you add the new stuff on top of the old stuff, that is a lot of stuff. Think about all the Lightkeeper missions. Think about all
Right.
the
Well,
freaking
and not just the stuff that we already know, but we know without a doubt there's so much more stuff added in. We
exactly,
have all the
exactly.
new story campaign stuff, the rework tasks. We don't know what's changed entirely. We don't know how things are going to work coming up. Like, we don't know if, the difficulty of the game, just scavs, AI in general, or, cracked. Like they could have made this a completely different ball game for in raid situations. Um, yeah, I 100% am going to, at least on my permanent character, do my best to hit one of these, impossible endings. Um, I mean, it's just I have to, like if after 9 years we have to see it through.
Well, it's like the good thing is, it's like, well, I don't even know because you're going to have to do it in a 6 month time frame because he said they plan on wipes every 6 months.
Not for the permanent characters.
Are they still doing the permanent?
We're gonna have a permanent PvP PMC, and then we'll have seasonal characters that wipe every 6 months.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot. He did
Yeah,
confirm that, didn't he?
we're getting the whole like Diablo style, Path of Exile style shit. Which is cool because now, like, PvE had incentive, and that one of those incentives was it wouldn't wipe. And even when it does wipe with 1.0, right? Like, that's expected. but, like, you had a character that you could take your time and progress through the story and just get things done
Yeah,
on.
I
And
just I
it
don't understand how that's gonna work. I just I
I think we're
don't
gonna have seasonal servers and non-seasonal servers, and it's just gonna be well, that wouldn't
I'm
really work out well because then you're
no.
looking at I don't know. I honestly I can't even start to touch on that because games like
Yeah.
Path of Exile and Diablo that do have permanent characters and seasonal characters, they may not interact with each other, but they don't need to because the non-seasonal character is essentially like playing PvE because it's like you and your friends can play. You can group with randoms online and stuff like that, just like you can in PvE, I guess. But you're not in the seasonal, and the seasonal characters over there, like the player base is huge, right? So those games don't really
Right.
have to worry about that either. They don't have to worry about like, oh, well, you just split your somewhat dwindling or somewhat small player base in half because some of us don't want to play the seasonal characters, blah blah blah. Um, I don't know. I would imagine it'll all be blended, maybe with like restrictions on the flea market. Because like your seasonal characters, they're gonna wipe constantly, and then your non-seasonal characters, the ones that are permanent PMCs, are never going to wipe. And if that's the
Yeah, so
case,
it's like you're gonna have
I'm
a
gonna
huge
be super
advantage.
advantaged for, the first 2 or 3 months every 6 months.
Yeah, and I just don't see them doing that. I
They
do
don't
not
they
see them
yeah,
doing it.
that's I imagine they got something figured out, but I couldn't begin to figure out what. You know what I
I
mean? Like,
thought
they've gotta have
I
something
thought
in mind.
when Nikita had said that, I thought he was just talking statistically. I thought both your players wipe. It's just you have one that statistically can build up like stats and achievements. The one that never wipes, it never loses any progress. But then you have a seasonal character that you can just mess around with, and like it's kind of like a alt character. If you want to go do some stupid stuff, you can. But your main character is still wiping.
I mean, your
Like I
achievements
just
and stuff
thought
don't
yeah, they don't anyways, but yeah, I don't so I don't know what he means. Like I've always
Yeah,
ever
we're gonna
since
have
he
to wait
said
and see on
that I
that one
was
because
confused.
that's beyond me too. At first, I was just thinking like Diablo Path of Exile, right? Like, because the way they do it makes sense. Seasonal, play with seasonal, non-seasonal, your permanent characters play with permanent characters. Um, but Tarkov doesn't have that kind of player base.
No.
I don't
And it
know.
just wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to have like
You just have PvE at that point, you
yeah.
know? So why not just have everybody on PvE that wants to play permanent, and the ones that want to PvP just stay on their one character, the wives. I'm not sure, man. I'm really not sure. I'm very curious now because I hadn't really put a lot of thought into that either. I just
What?
was like, oh,
Because I
cool.
know
They're
that
gonna.
there had always been talk about persistent servers, like ones that never wiped and you just continuous progression. And then he had always said that he wanted to do that, but he didn't know if they could. And then I knew he confirmed that there was going to be a normal character and a seasonal character, but I thought, like I said, I thought both of them were still going to wipe. Like basically, your seasonal character is just going to reset each season, and then your permanent character is just going to reset each wipe. Is the way I looked at it.
Maybe. I don't know.
But
Hopefully, we
then
get more
again,
information on
yeah,
that soon
yeah.
because I,
Then
I have
again,
no.
it's just so hard to say right now.
Right. Well, then you have the whole lost in translation side of it too. We don't know
Well,
exactly.
it just technically seems so impossible to be able to do that. Like it seems
Right.
if there's wipes in Tarkov, you're gonna have to wipe your
Kind of it
character.
has to wipe. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe he was just trolling. Didn't mean it. He was just fucking with people.
Well, like I said, I think he could have just meant like you're like if a season changes, but the wipe hasn't happened, your seasonal character's gone, but your main character's still there, and then you get a new character for the next season. I don't know. I don't. I really don't.
It's so hard to tell. They could take like
It
a
is.
thousand different routes, and I don't know
Yeah.
which one works. It
Well,
because
and I mean, like you said, if they go complete like separate servers, it's possible. Do they want to do that? I know he had talked about, like doing things like that, like making
right,
custom servers for mods, making custom servers for like people to actually make mod servers. Like, so it's like they've had a bunch of different ideas.
and we know mods
So
are
it is
supposedly still
possible.
on the way.
Yeah. So it is possible. It
And
is
maybe
possible.
the player base is looking healthier than it seems off rip. I don't run into the same people too often anymore in raid. At least I don't kill the same guy multiple times within a
Well,
week.
it's like regardless, it's like even right now, like Tarkov's still got hundreds of thousands of players each day. So it's like that should not be
You
a
think it
problem.
would be an extreme split if they brought separate servers? Like, here's your seasonal
Well,
character for this, and then your permanent
well, I mean,
character that's persistent?
it just depends how many people were attracted to, you know. one side of that. It's
You
like,
would
how
think
often
those
are people gonna?
grinders and the people that like want seasonal rewards, quote unquote, because he also said that. He said there were going to be unique rewards for each season.
Right.
I
Yeah,
don't
I don't
know.
know.
There's a lot of questions here, and I don't really know. If you guys have any inside thoughts on that, or like you know any information about it that we missed or
Well,
something,
and
drop it in the
next week
comments and let us
maybe
know.
we
That's
can find out
true.
a little more, about that. At least ask
Yeah.
some questions to somebody who might know a little more.
Yeah, tune in next week, guys. We got a cool interview coming up. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna drop the name
big
yet,
one,
but it is a really good
big
interview. It's
one.
gonna be awesome. Yeah, it is a big one.
I'm
We've
just telling them
had
it's Nikita. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, it's Nikita's sister.
Nikita.
No, but it is a really sick interview, and we should be if we ask the right questions, maybe get some good answers. I don't know. We'll see. I am excited for it though. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't want to tell him who it is.
I mean, we can go ahead and tell them, like, you know.
Thanks for watching.
It, I mean, and here's the
uh,
thing. One reason we don't like to put things out there is because we like you guys to be surprised. The second reason is because everything
is up
can
for
switch
change.
up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we don't know, but as of right now, we can give them this. As of
Yeah.
right now, we have a person in the Tarkov community who is very close to the developers, very close to BSG, works with them, uh, is in a high position that basically gets a lot of information, and we have plans to talk to them, and we think you guys will love it. So that's that's
Yeah.
that's what I'll give you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good enough. It's
Yeah,
definitely gonna be a good one. You definitely don't want to miss it. Tune in next
yeah.
Monday.
Tune in to find
Tune in
out.
every Monday. Tune in every Monday. And that's another
Yeah,
thing too. We're working on interviews with just about anybody inside of the community that has insight, or even just maybe a developer or two. We have a bunch of questions that we would love to ask.
yeah,
So if you're interested, hit us up. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode of Talking Tarkov, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. It helps us out tremendously and keeps you up to date with everything we've got going on. Just be sure to click the bell icon too. We'll catch you next week. See ya.